This would be a robbery for the Cavs, as the Cleveland Cavaliers have reportedly checked in and are showing interest on last year's Sixth Man of the Year runner-up. After NBA investigated on this player for gambling, the investigation has been dropped and he is available to teams, and 2 NBA teams have apparently called in and checked up with interest on this player, one of those teams being the Cleveland Cavaliers. Hey everyone, Matt Palangi here with Cavs Digest. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this Sunday. The last Sunday before the NFL season. Actually, I think it's the second to last Sunday before the NFL season, but it's okay. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope everyone is having a great end of their weekend, and if your school year is starting, I hope everyone has a great start to their school year or your kid's school year, whatever. Before we get started, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to this channel. Both are totally free, and we want you guys to be able to stay updated with all things, everything's Cavaliers, and share it with your friends as well so they can stay updated. So let's get started by talking about this player. The Cleveland Cavaliers reported interest. It is official. So that's what sources are saying, that it is official. The Cleveland Cavaliers have checked in on this player. That player being none other than Malik Beasley, played for the Detroit Pistons last season, has also spent time in Minnesota with the Timberwolves, spent time with the Lakers and the Bucks, and last year played with the Detroit Pistons. He finished second in Sixth Man of the Year voting results behind Peyton Pritchard and above Ty Jerome. So with the loss of Ty Jerome, Malik Beasley would fill in a perfect scoring need off the bench, paired with DeAndre Hunter. Of course, the cap space is one limited thing there, but the 2 teams that are interested in him the one team that's other than the Cavaliers is also a team that can only offer a small deal to him. So if all things go accordingly, it seems as if that the Cleveland Cavaliers have the second best chance of acquiring Malik Beasley, at least out of the teams that have showed interest. So in case you are wondering why Malik Beasley goes from second Sixth Man of the Year to what could be a vet minimum deal, is because he was actually struggling with gambling investigations. The NBA put a big investigation on him for gambling. And then the investigation, I believe yesterday, was actually dropped, saying that they do not believe that he was a part of any gambling, or maybe he was and they just couldn't find evidence. But so that's the reason why Malik Beasley's, not career, but his season is looking, his offseason has been a little funky. Because the Pistons, who improved a lot and look to only be getting better, would love to have a guy like Malik Beasley continue. In case you're unfamiliar with his game, this is a 3-and-D type of player. He is phenomenal off the catch and shoot. He is phenomenal on the, I wouldn't say phenomenal on the defensive side, but he's pretty solid on the defensive side. But he is just an elite catch and shoot player. He's very, very crafty with the ball as well, but he's one of the best off-ball shooting guards in the entire NBA. He has a really, really strong mindset on the offensive side. He's always ready to shoot, and he averaged around 15 points per game last season. I'll show you his stats. So I do love Malik Beasley's play style, and I understand what you guys are going to say about how the Cavaliers not last roster spot, but how they shouldn't be putting roster spots towards more guards. They should be prioritizing the backup center position. Well, let's talk about why Malik Beasley would change that situation completely. So this is just to add on to the report from Michael Scotto. The Knicks and Cavaliers have checked in on Malik Beasley, sources told at Hoops Hype. Knicks executive Gerson Rosas signed Beasley to a 4-year, $60 million deal with the Timberwolves. Knicks and Cavs have minimum deals to offer. Beasley is no longer a target of a federal investigation. So Knicks and Cavs are the 2 most interested teams as of right now, or they're the first teams to call in and check on him. So this is from what it seems like, a 100% trusted source that they were interested in Malik Beasley, or at least checking in on him to see. Because if you could sign Malik Beasley, a guy with these statistics, to a vet minimum dollar deal, how can you complain? I understand you guys want a backup center. I understand I want a backup center. But look at this guy's statistics. We're talking about a 42% three-point shooter who averages 16 points per game and came off the bench last year playing 28 minutes. Imagine that duo off the bench. You guys thought Ty Jerome and DeAndre Hunter were studs coming off the bench. Imagine Malik Beasley and DeAndre Hunter coming off the bench. This would force you to kind of move some guards on the bench, because if you were to get Malik Beasley, you're going to be kind of shooting guard heavy, and this would maybe force out some issues based on positioning on the bench. But overall, Malik Beasley, an absolute monster, and he would be a total exception for me. If the Cavs can't acquire a backup center, Malik Beasley would fill in and be an immediate, phenomenal player for the Cavaliers based on his statistics and his play style alone. This is what I saw from NBA Central. This is the first report that I saw. So, of course, the New York Knicks are kind of basically the Cavs' biggest Eastern Conference threat as of right now. They they lost in the Eastern Conference Finals last year, and they are the current favorite to win the East, or maybe the Cavs aren't out. They're the two favorites to win the East. So it would be really, really good to see him not go to New York, because I would hate for New York. But of course, with the NBA executive, that's a big thing to see. That the executive of the Knicks got Beasley the deal with the Timberwolves. So it is kind of sketchy, because it seems as if the Knicks are heavy favorites to land Beasley as of right now, based on that information alone. But for me personally, I think the Cavs should 100% offer him the vet minimum deal. Yes, Malik Beasley is worth more than a vet minimum, but I believe the Knicks can also only offer a vet minimum anyways. So if Beasley doesn't get offers from anywhere else, it would just be who he wants to play for, the Knicks or the Cavs. And the Cavs should 100% offer him that deal no matter what. This is one thing I don't get sometimes. You should at least just offer a guy something. If Beasley says no, he says no. But you can offer this guy a contract for, $3 million, and you can get 16 points per game, a quality 25 minutes per game, the runner-up of Sixth Man of the Year paired with the Cavaliers' current sixth man. I mean, this would make the bench one of the best benches in the NBA, pair with Lonzo and Larry Nance. Well, I don't know. I guess Larry Nance shouldn't be in that conversation. But pair with Lonzo, and you have Sam Merrill on the bench, which would cause some guard issues there. But you would have a phenomenal bench scoring, and this would immediately replace Ty Jerome as well, because I know a lot of you guys and a lot of people are skeptical on the Cavs losing Ty Jerome. But Lonzo, Beasley, and DeAndre Hunter, I think there'd be a phenomenal bench. I understand the NBA investigation and the gambling stuff really screwed him over. And I know what you guys are probably a little concerned about his attitude, but that gambling stuff was dropped. As of right now, he didn't do it. I'm not sure if he did it. I hate when people make mistakes. I hate stuff like that. But if he did not do it, then as of right now, he didn't. So this would be the biggest steal that the Cavs could ever do, is just offer this guy a vet minimum. The same thing as I said, if you offer the guy a contract and he doesn't sign it, it's whatever. But you should 100%, since the Cavs have checked in on him saying, is this guy available? They should really, really offer that deal, because if he is available, then it would be incredible. I'm pretty sure he's not under contract, so it would be a vet minimum deal. If you have to trade him, you got guys I would be willing to get rid of Sam Merrill. I don't know about you guys. The Cavs love Sam Merrill, but I'd get rid of him for Malik Beasley. You also have guys like Dean Wade you can trade. You could probably trade Strus for Malik Beasley and then move DeAndre Hunter to the starting lineup, but I doubt that would happen. So you have some trade pieces as well on the Cavaliers bench that you could utilize in order to acquire Malik Beasley if you would have to trade for him. But that vet minimum deal, as crazy as it sounds for a guy like Malik Beasley, overall, this was the second best bench player, at least based on voting, last year in the entire NBA. So if you can acquire this guy, it would be a big robbery for the Cavaliers because of stuff like this, just being able to be the second best sixth man in the NBA last year. DeAndre Hunter was the fourth, and DeAndre Hunter came in late, so this would be an incredible pickup for the Cavaliers. I'm really happy to see that they checked in on him, that they're staying aware to what is available around them. So it makes me think that the Cavaliers rosters, I know they have one spot left officially, and I think that they're really going to fill that spot with a big piece of need or a great player, especially when you see that they're interested in a guy like Malik Beasley. So thank you guys so much for joining me on Cavs Digest. How do you guys feel about Malik Beasley? I think he's an absolute beast, and I understand that you guys want a backup center, but if Malik Beasley is available and he wants to sign to the Cavs, that's an exception that I would take. So let me know what you guys think. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, comment, share with your friends, and as always, I'm Matt Blaney. Thank you guys for joining me here on Cavs Digest.